Here we go.
We live, baby.
All right, yeah. Okay. Tell me when y'all get the notification. Did I get it yet?
Yes, I got it.
I got
Okay,
it.
cool. All right. Welcome everybody to Off the Record this early morning Sunday. We're discussing are your deal breakers stopping you from meeting the one? We have some esteemed panelists today. We have Naeemah, we have Nika, and we have Jamal. Everybody wave so we can be nice to the viewers and all that good stuff. Hey, there we go. All right. Naeemah, go ahead, ask your questions. Boom.
Good morning, everybody. Thank
Good
you
morning.
for being
Good
our
morning.
panelist on Off the Record. My first question is,
To who, Naeemah, to who?
my first question is to Josh, and then if
Okay.
you go to Nika and then Jamal.
Okay.
How much are your past relationships affecting your decision making when it comes to relationships?
Man, that's a great question, Naeemah. I think that's they're affecting them a lot, in my opinion. I think for myself, trust issues, all kind of stuff. When your past relationships, they absolutely affect my decision making moving forward when it comes to relationships. Absolutely. What about yours, Nika?
My past relationships, because I didn't really like having like problems in my past relationships, it really just taught me like what more should I look for in my next boyfriend. Like my standards were like higher because I did get treated good in my last relationship. So when I got into like my current ones now or like my current one, like it was just like basically like these are my standards because this is what he taught me, so this is like what my standards are. But my past relationships affected me in a positive way, not a negative way, because
Okay.
I only had like one serious past relationship, so it never really like affected me to the point where I was just like, oh my god, now I got like mad trust issues. I can't trust nobody. Like, and the famous line, niggas ain't nothing. Like I didn't go through none of that, so like it impacted me in a positive way. So like now my current relationship or my old relationship, it was a great relationship just because I was treated right in my previous one, and I was treated right in that.
Okay.
Good. What's up, Jamal?
Well, it has my past relationships has taught me the good and the bad about myself, and it's
Okay.
also taught me what I need to look for and what I want in future relationships, opposed to what I've already had. And yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
much it.
Are your deal breakers based on your family or your friends' opinion, like your parents, a bad date, TV shows? Like, what are your deal breakers based on?
Who you asking that to, now?
That's Tanika.
Okay,
Okay,
my
go ahead.
breakers are not based off. Okay, for sure, they're not based off of my friends. I don't got time. I know, like, okay, so I have like one best friend, and like, I could tell her stuff and everything like that. But I basically base my deal breakers off of me because like friends, they can like secretly hate on you. So like if they're like in a relationship or if your relationship is going so well and they're just looking at you and they're like, oh my god, like she has everything. They can really just be trying like fuck shit up and then
Yeah.
like they want you to be lonely with them. And you be like, bro, like, I'm all good. Like calm down. Like just be happy for me. So my opinions do not go based on my friends. Now my mom, I kind of take her opinion because that's like my best friend. I tell her everything. And she has a good judgment. So she be peeping stuff before I be peeping stuff. And I be having to regulate like what's going on, like what's good. But my deal breakers come from me. I don't really have a lot of deal breakers though.
Okay.
I do have some, but I don't have a lot. But most of them do come from me. I don't really value other people's opinions because I feel like I'm such a solid person within myself. I can handle myself.
Okay. That's good. Go ahead, Josh. Answer that question.
Okay, what was the question again, Naeemah? Because Nika threw me off a little bit.
Are your deal breakers based on your family or friends' opinion, like a bad date, a TV show, parents? What are your deal breakers based on?
They used to be. They absolutely. My friends, some of my friends have opinions have definitely affected my relationships. I mean, my view on deal breakers because they said you should do this and you should do this. And my parents have a certain standard of you should get this type of woman. But you know, the more I learn myself, the more they don't affect it. In the future, moving forward, it won't. But in the past, it absolutely has. My friends could make me stop talking to a girl just because they'd be like, "But Josh, man, I thought you was gonna talk to somebody taller than that." And it's like, oh damn, say something small as height can throw you off. But my parents could be like, "Oh, I thought we don't really know her parents, or we don't know this." And I'm like, "Oh dang," and then it affects how I view the person, whether it's subconsciously or not. So, but moving forward, no, it won't do that anymore. But it has done it in the past.
Jamal, go ahead.
Yes, I have to be honest. It has affected my past relationships. Listening to friends and stuff when it comes to relationships. But at the end of the day, it's all about what you want in a relationship. Because it's at the end of the day, it's just you and the other person. It's not, when the doors close and everything. It's not mom or dad. When y'all in the room together, it's just you and her to discuss, your issues and your relationships, your relationship problems and everything. So, like, moving forward, like you gotta move in a relationship with your own, you gotta know what you want, basically.
Right. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
My next question, which is for everybody, what is your number one deal breaker that cannot be changed? Like the one thing that you just, no one can ever change that. The one thing that is non-negotiable in a relationship. What's your one deal breaker? We'll go to Josh. You're smiling. Go ahead.
My number one deal breaker is a just someone who's not very forthcoming with the truth, because I'm very honest and blunt. So when I talk to somebody, I meet them. As soon as I meet somebody, I'm like, hey, this is when I see myself getting married. This is when I see myself. I'm just very upfront. So I don't want to have to find out down the line or through somebody else or through Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter, something that you should have told me up front. And you know what I'm saying? So I just like a deal breaker for me. My number one deal breaker is somebody who doesn't tell me everything I need to know up front. Because you never know. I could like what you might be hiding. I could like it, but you keeping it from me is just bad for business. Because I'm very truthful and honest. So so whatever.
Okay, I guess I have two, but this is like kind of crazy. All right, so I want somebody to accept me for like all of me and like don't try to like change me, so I know I have on this wig right now, but I'm like so like I'm like I'm a natural female, right? So I wouldn't want nobody to come to me and be like, oh, I want you to start like wearing weaves all the time and like getting your makeup done all the time. And because that's not really me. Like most of the time when you see me, I'm a natural human being, so I would never change my outer appearance to like make you feel comfortable. I feel like if you like me, you're gonna like all of me, no matter like how I look. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm not, I just don't do anything extra. I'm just like a plain Jane type of person, and I just keep it moving. Number two, you have to like accept me dealing with, I have sickle cell anemia. So I feel like if you can't really accept me for my sickness and like be there with me like through the hard times and when I'm not able to like take care of myself at points, then I can't be with you, because like I'm gonna need somebody solid by my side at those moments when I'm not able to be mobile, or when I can't, like when I can't like do certain things. I just want you to like be there with me. So like if you feel like me having sickle cell is too much for you, then you gotta go, because like I'm gonna always need somebody there for me. Like I can't change that either. Like it's gonna be there for my whole life. So
Yes,
you have to like be strong along with me to help me keep going.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Teaching. Go ahead.
One of my major deal breakers that no one can change is the dominancy over men. Like I don't like when women try to dominate over men. God put it in a certain order. God, man over women, woman over children, and that's the order I believe in, and that I take value in. But the minister also said that women are 99% right, all the time. So it'll be wise for you to listen, listen to women. You could be my co-pilot, but don't try to come over here and be the pilot of this plane. Like you can see things that I can't see, and I'd be wise to listen to you at certain points and take advice. But when you try to like be dominant over me, that's when things can go left. And that's when issues can come. Yeah.
Hey,
great answers, everybody. All right. So my next question is kind of deep, but we'll get into it. What what is your definition of the one? Like we have the one in quotation marks in our title. So what is you all's definition of the one? It don't have to be like a deep explanation, but just your ideal person of the one. Anybody can take that. Whoever wants to take that question.
When you can, you found the one where you can truly be yourself around a person. When no matter what you guys are going through, at the end of the day, you could be like, I love you. Like you still feel that same type of love. You know that they're the one when nothing you do is weird to them, or like they are comfortable with your whole body or you as a person. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's like you're the one when you wake up in the morning, and that's like kind of like the first thing you like think about. Like, damn, I want to know how their morning's going. I want to know like how their day's going. It's like a lot, but that's basically like what I'm going through now, basically. So that's how I know like that's the one who I want to marry, because like I'm very comfortable with him. I'm not comfortable with nobody else. I'm comfortable with like everything about him. He's comfortable with everything about me. Like we're goofy. Like we could be our whole selves and nothing but ourselves, and like we continue to make each other laugh. And like no matter like how long we've been doing it, it's like the love just gets stronger and stronger. And like we just like find out more about each other more and more every day, even though we've been doing this for like 6 years, 5-6 years, but it's just like keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So I guess this is how I know that's the one. I don't know if that was like a good explanation, but
it was. No, it
Yeah,
was.
it was.
Go ahead. Josh or Jamal.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Can I hit a question again one more time, please?
What is your definition of the one? Like your own
Well,
personal definition.
It's definitely someone that I can be comfortable around 24/7 without having to like hide anything. One I can be honest with, someone I can be comfortable in public with, booed up with. Because when I'm booed up with somebody, that's when that's when I feel like, oh yeah, she the one there. When you boot up in front of anybody, when you can say I love you in front of whoever's around while you're on the phone or whatever, like, no, that's the one. That's how you know it's the one for me, at least. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, Naeemah, I'm going to answer yours. Mimi says good morning. Michael Benson says his deal breaker is smacking like a horse or eating with your mouth full, making hella goddamn noise. Okay, all right. For me, and Rashad also said, she's the okay. That's a text message. Okay, listen. What I'm saying is, when somebody's the one, for me, is when they make me not have to be tough all the damn time in front of them, right? Because I'm tough in front of the world. Like, I gotta walk a certain kind of way, talk a certain kind of way, just to survive. So when I'm with you behind closed doors, I don't feel like arguing. I don't feel like, I just want to just be, hey, I might want to watch The Incredibles 2 today or something. I just want to watch something like Kitty, and I don't have to explain. I don't want to be like it's The Godfather or The Sopranos the type day. When I'm with her, when she makes me not have to be very, tough all the time, I think that's when I know she's the one. When she lets me be like, Josh, you ain't gotta. I can take my Superman cape off. That's when I know she's the one. When I don't gotta be like, I don't have to be in war mode every day or go mode every day. That's when I know she's the one.
You also know they're the one when you're put through a test of like a true like deal breaker of it, like, damn, like, do I this, like, you just did this, do I really want to continue this with you? And then like you try to like pull yourself away, but then like you notice that you can't pull yourself away, and you just like, damn, like, even though you did this, like, I still want you in my life, because you're always going to have hard times and go through shit, but you have to find a person who you're willing to go through hard times with, because nothing is like a piece of cake in a walk in the park, like even marriage, I mean, it gets harder then, but of course they go through stuff, but you just be like, well, you're my love, like, you're the person I want to be with, and somebody could be treating me mad worse right now, but I love you, I know you, I'm comfortable with you, I know where you're coming from, so I can deal with this, and this, like, we can move on past this. When you can move on past hard stuff that you never thought you could move past until it happens, then you move past it. That's how you know it's the one.
Excellent answers. Okay, so my next question is, have you ever considered changing your deal breakers?
Nah.
No.
you
No.
can't change my deal breakers because I don't have a lot. And I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like I'm an easygoing person. Like I go along with the flow with mostly any and everything, you know, like, and I let you be yourself and I'm myself. And yeah, I don't have a lot of deal breakers. So the few that I have, I'm gonna need to stick to them, and I'm gonna need you to get right with them, because I mean, if you keep changing them, then you're changing me as a person, and I don't go for that. Like, I don't go for being changed as a person because I know who I am. You know, like, so, nah, I'm not changing it. Nah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jamal.
No, I don't think my deal breakers can be changed, because I'm a very picky person. Like, I've been like that since a young age. So when it comes to, especially when it comes to a relationship and somebody you want to spend a lifetime with, I think it's all right to be picky in that standpoint. So I don't think my deal breakers could be changed, or like someone could change them. But who knows? Maybe someone can. I can't speak for the future, because a lot of things I said a lot of things I said I wouldn't do. I mean, I've done. A lot of people I said I wouldn't, be with, I've been with. So it's like whatever the future brings.
Okay. For me, I don't want to change. I don't want to be stubborn, but there are certain things, like just like principles of me, that every time I try to compromise the deal breaker, I wind up taking the L. So no. So no more compromising on the deal breakers.
Okay.
No. Maybe the one will make me compromise, and I'm like, okay, well, I learned my lesson, blah, blah, blah. But in the meantime, it didn't. I wanted to say, Nika, that somebody said, ask Nika, did it hurt when she fell from heaven? Okay, I don't know.
You did it. You did it. It was a nice fall. It was a nice fall.
Okay. Go ahead, Naeemah.
Okay. This is my last question. It says, have your deal breakers changed as you've gotten older? And I want to answer this question first.
Okay.
Because my deal breakers had changed as I had gotten older. When I was younger, I had like superficial deal breakers, like, oh, he gotta look like this, he gotta do this and do this. And then when I got older, I met my husband. We've been married 5 months, and when I met him, I knew he was one because my grandmother had passed, and he was with me through the whole thing, and we had just met. Like, he was with me, he was nursing me back to health, getting my mind right, making me stronger. And also, when I met my husband, he was a firm believer of the man paying all the bills, and that's the way I was raised. My father pays all the bills, so my husband pays all the bills, and so that allows me to do whatever I want with my money that I work for. So, my deal breakers have changed. When I met him, it was different. It was, okay, is he hardworking? Is he dedicated? Is he loyal? So when I was younger, I didn't really care about that. I was like, oh, do he go out? Can he give me a VIP in the club? I was very, very superficial when I was younger. Then when I got older, you meet a real man, your standards will change. Okay, so that is my question. How have your standards changed as you got older?
Mine's like what you said, we're superficial. Like, I was like, I can't date nobody that's snoring, or I can't date that has chest hair. Like, if you had chest hair, I was like, oh, heck no. Like, I was younger, like, but my real deal breakers were kind of always the same. But I never had, I don't know if this makes sense, but when I was like in middle school and high school, I didn't really have real relationships because I kind of knew like myself. Like, my relationships lasted, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like the most was a week, because I wasn't dealing with it. Like, people wanted to walk me to class and hold my books, and I was like, get away from me. Let me stuff in class. I want to hold my own books. Like, I don't want to see you all the time. So my relationships never last. So my real standards never came until I kind of like, I mean, what do you call that? My real deal breakers didn't come until I actually met like I know it's gonna sound confusing again. I had a first love, but like when you meet somebody else and like you love them, you like, damn, like this is like for real my love right here. Like, my real deal breakers didn't come until I met him, like, but they've always been the same, which was the same ones I just stated, so, but my superficial deal breakers, they totally changed. Like, now I could date somebody who's snores, and I could date somebody with children, like I could do stuff like that. My real deal breakers, they just kind of developed. So no, they haven't really changed.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Yeah, what was the question again?
How have your deal breakers changed as you got older?
I don't think my deal breakers have changed. But I can also say like I've never necessarily been with my type who I always thought I'd be with. It's always been someone that was of course cute or whatever, or yeah, look good. But I've never like been with the type that I always seen on like TV or Instagram or whatever. I never been with that person. But of course, I've like enjoyed the ones I've been with personalities. So that substituted for whatever I thought I was looking for. But some things I can't get over, like you gotta have your feet done, like certain things. you gotta you gotta have some lip gloss on. Like certain things, like
What you trying to
I'm
say?
not like you can't have ashy lips and things like that. Like I'm not compromising with certain things, but certain things I will. But yeah, you gotta have some artworks on the toes or something. That's it though.
Okay. Naeemah, what was the question again, Naeemah?
How have your deal breakers changed the now that you're older? Like, how have they changed?
For me, my deal breakers they've changed completely because earlier I just wanted to impress my friends. So I wanted to get the girls who had was superficial, just to show people I could get this type of woman. So I'm gonna get the baddest, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, da, 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 da. But then now it's just like I just want somebody who's happy with themselves. I like funny girls. I like comedian girls. I like the funny girl don't necessarily dress with 6-inch heels and be thick or be, you know what I'm saying? And so my deal breakers now is more like personality based, not physical based. I'm really into like how Jamal feels about toes, or how Nika feels about chest hairs and stuff like that. For me, that's how I feel about not watching The Office or watching like funny stuff on Netflix. Like that's how I feel about that. That's like oh, you ain't got no sense of humor, or you ain't funny. Oh no, you can't talk to me. I don't care how fine you are. If you're not funny, me and you're not gonna work out. If you don't laugh at my jokes, I think I'm funny. So if you don't laugh at my jokes, it's gonna be a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker. So that's the deal breaker now, as opposed to how tall or how light, how dark. And I'm not into all that anymore. It's not about the physical. It's about the inside to me. Legit.
Come on.
Facts, preacher.
That was my last question.
Okay, well, I want to okay. Okay, Michael Vincent says that make sure your breath is under control. And Lester Evans, hello to you as well. We want to thank everybody for watching, everybody who tuned in. If y'all have any deal breakers, we would appreciate y'all saying them. I appreciate my guests for the panelists coming on today. Shout out to Naeemah, Nika, Jamal. Y'all did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Mimi, we hope you feel better.
Yes.
We hope you feel better.
Feel better. I was sick too.
I want to say one thing though before we close this out, like on the topic.
Go ahead.
For the viewers, I just want to say, like, don't base your opinions and your deal breakers, especially like if you're younger, do not base them like off of your friends or your social circle. Like base them off of yourself, because like your friends aren't dating who you're dating, like you are. So your friends' standards shouldn't be your standards. Like everybody should have different standards. So don't base it like, the Nika got this type of standard. Why don't I have this type of standard? Like if she got that standard and that's not yours, and that's just not yours. You know, like everybody's their own person. Everybody has different types of what they like and what they don't like. And it takes you time to find out what you like and who you are as a person. It's not supposed to come like right away. I just wanted to say that. And the perfect one is going to come when you least expect it, not when you're looking. So like if you're looking, just done it. If you're just going throughout your life, loving yourself and loving the process of your life and yourself and trying to find your journey, then the person is going to come at the right time. That is one.
Okay.
And don't take advice from single people like me.
You can take advice from single people. I always say like the preacher don't always gotta practice what they preach. It's just like they've been through it before, and so like they can help you out. Like so if you've been in a relationship before, just because you're single now, you could give advice because you probably been through the same exact situation or a similar situation that somebody was in. So you still could preach, preacher, but they themselves like maybe like, okay, he said this, and let me tweak a little bit, or damn, he said this is right. Like, let me try this. Like they just have to know within themselves. So I'm a firm believer in that. Like, you don't always have to practice what you preach. You probably done been through it before, and you can still preach it, even though you ain't practicing. So
that's deep.
That's good because I want to let y'all know that Jamal has ruined so many girls that I was probably gonna marry, but by me listening to his advice, not with them anymore.
Wow.
It wasn't meant to be, I promise. It was meant to be. Trust me, y'all will come out together. It don't matter where you are. It don't matter. It's gonna happen. And I'm a firm believer. So
It reminds me of the Jagged Edge song.
What song
Walk
is that,
right out of
Jamal?
heaven. Walk right out of heaven.
Hey, Naeemah, Rashad sent me the thing that Vivek from Naperville is watching. So hey, shout out to Naperville, Vivek and stuff like that.
Naperville.
Naeemah, we got a question, Naeemah. Okay, one question before y'all go. Amina Toure says, if a person doesn't meet your standards as far as appearance, but they try, do they still get a chance?
Did they try?
Yes, but do they still get a chance?
I think that has to be my personal thing. It's the individual. I'm not like superficial when it comes to looks, so I think it all has to be based on the individual. You have to look at that person every day, not the rest of us. You have to look at that person. So if you don't think they're attractive, right now I don't think it's gonna get better. The older you get, the longer you're gonna spend time with them. So I think it's based on your individual. Can you get past that? I think you have to ask yourself that. Can you get past that?
Okay, what about you, Nika? What you think?
so that what was the question one more time?
The question says, if a person doesn't meet your standards as far as appearance, but they try, do they still get a chance?
As far as appearance, yes. I mean, I had people approach me that didn't like fit my standard of appearance, but because of their personality and just because they even like I saw them try, then I gave them a chance. Like, so I let them take me out on a date and I got to know them as for them, not for the outside. But like you said, like you're the one who have to look at that person every day, So like if y'all were to like make it like official and you waking up to that person and you just waking up like, God, but damn, like you don't even like my type of, then I just feel like that's not the one. But I had that happen. Like I had somebody that came to approach me. He didn't look the way my standards were, but his personality was dope. And I, like went on a date with him and everything like that. But like I couldn't get past that. And I don't know. I'm not really a superficial person, but you have to like at least spark me in some type of way. So
okay.
That's up
Jamal. Okay, Jamal, what you think?
What was the question?
If a person doesn't meet your standards as far as appearance, but they try, do they still get a chance?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, a couple of people I've been on dates with haven't met the standards of what I like, but I've been on dates with them and I, put them, went out with them and stuff. So yeah, they can overcome that.
Okay, well, Amina, in my opinion, like Kanan from Power said in one of his rap songs, he said, "You don't got to look like a model for me to adore you. See, all you got to do is love me and be loyal." So to me, it ain't about the physical thing.
Naeemah! You don't believe that. You're not about to lie.
Look who they be talking
about to lie.
Naeemah, don't do that. Don't do that. Naeemah, don't do that.
You don't believe that. No,
Naeemah, I do, bro. I do. What are y'all saying?
No, you don't.
To me, it's not about, you don't have to be a Beyonce. You don't have to be like all on the videos and all that for me. As long as you love me and are funny, then the physical fades away. I'm not lying.
But it does play a part into it. Don't act like it does not play a part into it.
No, I'm not saying it.
I'm a firm believer in sliding in the DM, so I'm sliding in DMs. I'm a firm believer in the DMs.
No, Naeemah, I don't think y'all understood her question. She said, if they don't meet your physical standards, but they try, do they still get a chance? Yeah, like what you mean? Like, if you funny and you cool, I don't care. Like, it's not, I've tried it the other way. Amina Ture, I've tried it the other way. I've tried it just being, and it does not work because I'm only looking at you, but we don't have nothing to talk about. We don't have nothing in common. We don't got, it's just like, oh, she's a trophy girl to flex on all my friends to be like, look who I got in the mall. That's empty, bro. That's an empty feeling in my stomach. That don't move me. So I don't care how you look, as long as you got the right energy, that's what it's about. Mimi, I'm not lying. Thank you.
He's lying, everyone who's watching.
Nika know me.
Are we in this for
Nika know me. She know I ain't gonna judge people, but I ain't into other people. Okay, well that's it. That's the only question we had. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Off the Record this morning. We're gonna put it on YouTube, and I'm sending everybody the link.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you
All
for
right,
having me.
have a great morning, y'all.
You too.
You too. Rise
Blessed.
up.
Be blessed.
Rise up.
Be blessed.
Bye.
Rise up like the Falcons?
Yes.
Okay.
It's fast.